just like the Master Sword in the Zelda franchise or the bonfire that is the beacon of relief in the Dark Souls trilogy. Azeroth can be a dark and scary place, so don't be afraid to go alone with this next item. The Faintly Smoldering Torch. It's classified as a one-handed mace, and hang on, I know moggable torches are nothing new in World of Warcraft. But this one is special because it's a higher res model that has small embers that illuminate off the end of the flame. It's also bind on equip, so it can be bought and sold on the auction house. Now, there's 3 different ways to obtain the Faintly Smoldering Torch, though they all include looting it from a chest with a 3 to 9% drop chance in Revendreth.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
The first method is by opening village strongboxes that spawn in the southeastern region of Revendreth. Now, I'm not sure what the exact spawn rate is for the village strongbox, but one seemed to spawn every couple of hours with a total of 16 different possible spawn locations. This is the easiest and most repeatable method because the only requirement you need is to fly to Revendreth to start searching for boxes. The second method that requires more waiting is by opening the secret treasure chest that spawns here. And the only time you can see or loot secret chest in Revendreth is when there's an active Venthyr calling for either coins of brokerage or fill the bar. So needless to say, this is not the ideal method because you could be waiting around for weeks for this specific chest to become active. The third method, which is repeatable but requires more work, is by opening forgotten chests that spawn when you repair broken mirrors in Revendreth. To do this, you must be a member of the Venthyr Covenant and have your travel network upgraded to rank 3 to unlock the repair and restore quest, which then allows you to buy handcrafted mirror repair kits for 10 infused rubies. Now there's a total of 4 groups of mirrors, with each group containing 3 mirrors. Only 1 group of mirrors spawn per day and they rotate daily. So you have to figure out which group of mirrors spawn each day for 3 chances to loot the Smoldering Torch out of the forgotten chest. Now this can get a little confusing, so I'm going to leave some links in the description that helped me out while farming this. And with this method, it took me a total of 4 days to finally loot the Faintly Smoldering Torch after the pain in the ass of unlocking the travel network. I mean, having to go back to the mall to save lost souls to upgrade the travel network for 2 weeks was truly soul-crushing. So if you want the Smoldering Torch and there's none available on the auction house, I suggest parking an alt in Revendreth to farm village strongboxes in your downtime, because it was definitely the most chill option out of the 3. But if torches are not your style and you still need to light the way, then how about a pair of sweet ass goggles with a high beam effect? These Spectrecles are a cosmetic item that are not profession locked, so non-engineers can rejoice because you can finally get that 1940s mad scientist look you've always wanted. To obtain these Spectrecles, for Horde, simply speak to Chief Apothecary Hildegard at the Shadowmoon Village in Shadowmoon Valley. And that's the Burning Crusade version, not the Warlords version, to pick up the quest A Haunted History. Complete the quest and turn it in to receive the Spectrecles quest, which will give you the goggles as a quest item and unlock the Transmog. For Alliance, speak to Zorus the Judicator at the Wildhammer Stronghold in Shadowmoon Valley to receive the same quest as the Horde version, and voila, the goggles are yours. Now, for some unattainable but still available items, we have the Twilight Cultist Set. The hood, robes, and mantle can all be purchased off of the auction house. Prices will widely vary depending on your region due to how many people actually kept these items in their banks over the years, because these items no longer drop off of Twilight Cultist mobs in-game. And just to be 100% sure, I went out to the Twilight camps in Sithalist and absolutely decimated this band of troublemaking old god worshippers. Because, you know, I totally did my research before coming out here and didn't just assume the set was still in game and wonder why not a single piece dropped after 5 whole days. No, that would be absolutely silly of me. Granted, it wasn't all for nothing because I did loot a lot of old armor sets that sell for a decent amount. But regardless, if you have the extra funds, you can still acquire this classic set, which looks amazing in my opinion. And in my region, the prices have dropped quite dramatically as more and more sellers post these items. Fair warning though, be prepared to dig deep if you want the complete set. Another item that is available but not obtainable all year round is the red, white, and blue sparklers. They are an offhand item that can add a little razzle-dazzle to your outfit. They can be purchased off of the auction house and they most likely will be sold at crazy inflated prices. But if you have a little patience and wait for the Midsummer Fire Festival, these can be purchased from vendors in Orgrimmar, Stormwind, Ironforge, and Stranglethorn, who appear on the last day of the event, which is July 4th for the US and September 30th for the EU, for a cool 5 silver and 66 copper. Also, just as a few public service announcements, next time you find yourself in your faction's main city, swing by the Trial of Style vendors and check out all the new cosmetic items that were added with 10.05. You'll find some new weapons, recolors of old weapons, pirate hats, beanies, whatever the hell this is supposed to be, and even pieces of armor to complete sets from past expansions that were not previously available in-game. You can also visit old armor and weapon vendors throughout Azeroth. They sell mostly white items, but they are cheap and almost complete sets that will have you feeling like it's 2004 again. Which honestly, I'm here for it, and I think I'll be rocking this old school set for a while. Speaking of old school sets, you can pick up an almost complete plate or mail Scarlet Crusader set from the Scarlet Quartermaster at the Darkmoon Fair if you are wearing the tabard of the Scarlet Crusade. This can be looted off of Armsmaster Harlan in the Scarlet Halls with a 1.7% drop chance, which is pretty low, and for comparison, I looted the tabard after 112 attempts. It literally took an entire Saturday, but it is doable. And I was honestly surprised because I generally have pretty bad luck when it comes to low drops. And this is coming from a person who's been farming Tayshalak since Season 2 of BFA, almost weekly. Now, this Scarlet set is nothing new, but I feel like it's still not common knowledge, so I just wanted to include it in this video to help spread the word. But that's pretty much it for this video. Are there any items that I didn't cover that you think should have been included? If so, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear about them, because obviously I don't know everything in World of Warcraft, so it's nice to hear other people's opinions. Thanks for watching, and remember to always
stay away from the voodoo.